Welcome back to Jordan Times, people. Today. I thought, it's been a while since I did some good Mushu reacting type shit. And, I just made some great, discussing business moves. So, dead ass. So, I gotta fucking do a reaction video. I know, my dumbass is like, Jordan Times, are we actually gonna do this? And, I've been asking myself this whole day. I was like, Jordan Times, are we actually, into this? So, we're fucking in it today, baby. We're fucking in it. So let's get into some reacting. Let me get some my ting going. Let me take my ting going. Look at my ting going. You know what I'm saying? You're asking Jordan Times, why do you sound kind of British? Well, I'm fucking handsome, nigga. Damn, what the fuck? Can a nigga not be handsome? Oh my god. A sexy fucking fine ass nigga like me, mud. I gotta stop saying mud. I'm not fucking Rakai, nigga. The fuck? I'm not fucking Rakai, nigga. But anyway. As for what I say, I'm Jordan Times. I love you. And give me a kiss. Good girl. Tight shit. Okay, we'll get into this because I'm starting to get a little preoccupied with you, cutie pie. What can I say, nigga? I'm in the fucking Jordan Times, nigga. Damn. But it's fucking It's freaking fucking awesome. I don't know, guys, I'm just so energetic today, so deadass. Anyway, let's get out with the fucking reaction, bish. Be so for real.
How much time did you spend meal prepping and cooking last week? And how much...
Welcome back, Jordan Times, people. Today, we're gonna be reacting to the Painful Explainer's new video. Every actor who died on fucking set. Is it gonna be cool? Let's get into it. What's up?
How much did you spend on takeout when you got bored? That's not necessary to eat healthy.
Wait, I need to make sure everything is going smoothly. Bro, I can't see shit, I swear.
The fatal prop misfire. Brandon Lee was 28 years old when he arrived on set in Wilmington, North Carolina in 1993. As the son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee, he had spent years emerging from his father's shadow. The Crow was meant to be his breakthrough, a dark superhero film where he played a musician who returns from the dead to avenge his murder. On March 31st, with just 8 days of filming left, Lee was shooting a scene where his character walks into his apartment and discovers his fiancée being attacked.
Sorry. It's 8 a.m. for me and I haven't slept. That ass, dude, 8 a.m. and you're still awake? Damn, dude, be so for real. Be so for real. For me, it's it's dead ass. Wait, pause. I need to go back. What am I doing? For me, it's dead ass, not even fucking. Wait, it's actually 8 p.m. for me, so that's weird. That's actually a little bit weird. I did not know that. It's 8 p.m. for me, dog. It's 8 p.m. for me, so I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway. But chat, sleep is good, but Jordan Times is better. That ass, be so for yo. We'll put it right there, and then yes. Let's get back into the reacting because I'm getting bored.
The script called for Lee's character to be shot by a villain named Funboy. The gun was supposed to be loaded with blanks. What no one on set realized was that in an earlier film shoot, the crew had created improper dummy rounds by removing the powder from real bullets. A primer had been left in one cartridge, which pushed a bullet into the barrel where it became stuck. On the day of the fatal scene, the blank round was loaded behind this lodged bullet. When actor Michael Massey pulled the trigger from approximately 12 to 15 feet away, the blank's explosive force propelled the stuck bullet out of the barrel. It struck Lee in the abdomen with nearly the same force as a live round.
What the fuck? What the fuck? How did they not notice that? Deadass, how do you not notice using a real gunpowder bullet shit? Look, be so for real. That's deadass the same thing. How do you not notice that? Am I just dumb? Bro, what? Okay, alright. I'm just too smart for this, deadass.
Lee fell backward. The film crew initially thought he was acting, but soon realized something was wrong when he remained on the floor after the director yelled, "Cut." The set descended into chaos as crew members realized this was not a performance. Lee was rushed to New Hanover Regional Medical Center. Surgeons worked frantically for 6 hours, performing multiple blood transfusions and trying to repair extensive damage to his internal organs. At approximately 1 p.m., Brandon Lee was pronounced dead. He had lost too much blood. His vital organs had been too severely damaged. The gun that killed him had been handled by at least least 4 different crew members. None realized they were creating the conditions for a fatal accident. The shooting was ruled an accident due to negligence. Lee's mother later filed a lawsuit against the filmmakers, which was settled out of court. The helicopter catastrophe. Vic Morrow was 53 when he arrived on the set of Twilight Zone the movie in July of 1982. A veteran actor known for tough guy roles, Morrow was filming a segment directed by John Landis at Indian Dunes in Valencia, California. The scene depicted a Vietnam War village under attack, with Morrow's character rescuing 2 Vietnamese children. In the early morning hours of July 23rd, around 2:20 a.m., they began filming the evacuation sequence. A Bell UH-1 Huey helicopter hovered 24 to 25 feet above them, while special effects teams prepared pyrotechnic explosions below. There are reports that the director had requested the helicopter fly lower than initially planned, despite safety concerns raised by the pilot. Around 2:20.
Be so for real. So he knew they could literally die from this, but he was like, nah. Die for the love of the game. Like, what are we doing, dog? Why? Like, just be normal.
20 a.m., cameras rolled as pyrotechnic explosions were triggered beneath the helicopter. Instantly, a fireball erupted upward, engulfing the helicopter's tail rotor. Witnesses watched in horror as the aircraft wobbled, then spun out of control. The pilot struggled desperately to stabilize the 3-ton machine as it descended toward the actors. Morrow was carrying 2 children, 7-year-old Micah Dinlay and 6-year-old Renee Shin Yi Chen, through shallow water when he looked up. The helicopter's main rotor blade struck all 3 with tremendous force. The impact was catastrophic and instantaneous. Morrow and Lay were decapitated by the spinning blades, while Chen was crushed beneath the helicopter's right landing skid. The scene was captured on film from multiple angles. Morrow died on impact.
What? So you're dead ass telling me they got that shit on camera? Be so for real, nigga. They got shit on camera. Like, imagine your brother just dies, and then the cops give you the camera. Like, here's the footage. Nigga, what? Alright, nah. This shit has to be fake.
Impact. His final moments recorded. The footage became evidence in the manslaughter trial against director John Landis and 4 other crew members. Despite evidence of safety violations, including the illegal hiring of the children in violation of California child labor laws, all defendants were ultimately acquitted after a 10-month trial in 1987. However, the families received substantial civil settlements. Morrow's daughters were awarded $850,000 each, while the children's families received $2 million each. Landis was also reprimanded by the Directors Guild of America and fined $5,000 by the California Labor Commission for violating child labor laws. A tragic jest. John Eric Hexum was 26 years old, a rising television star with model good looks and athletic build. On October 12, 1984, he was on the set of Cover Up, a CBS action series where he played a male model who worked as an undercover agent. The day had been filled with delays as crew members reset lighting for the bedroom scene at the 20th Century Fox lot in Los Angeles. Hexum was becoming increasingly restless as the delays dragged on. Known for his playful personality and practical jokes, Hexum picked up a .44 Magnum gun that was being used as a prop. The gun was loaded with blanks, cartridges containing gunpowder but no bullet, designed to create the flash and noise of a real shot for the camera. What Hexum didn't realize was that blanks are far from harmless. Though they contain no bullet, they use paper or plastic wadding to seal gunpowder in the cartridge. When fired, this wadding is expelled with explosive force, creating a dangerous pressure wave at close range. In a moment of boredom, imitating Russian roulette after unloading all but 1 blank round, Hexum placed the barrel against his right.
Why the fuck is he shooting himself with a banana? Be so for real. What the fuck? I have never heard of banana that you can shoot and kill you. Like, what the fuck? Yo, what? Nah, what the fuck are they doing now, dog?
Right temple and quipped to crew members, "Let's see if I've got one for me." He pulled the trigger. The blank discharged with
Monday.com, the opposite of any work platform you've tried in the past. Tried other work
I'm a
management
young lady.
platforms, not naming names. They all
Let me
suck.
move you through
Monday,
town.
total opposite. Didn't just
Let me
work, it
take
spread.
you
People became
around.
Monday evangelists. And you know what?
with a deafening crack. The force drove a quarter-sized piece of his skull into his brain. Hexum immediately collapsed. Paramedics rushed him to Beverly Hills Medical Center, where surgeons worked desperately for 5 hours to remove bone fragments from his brain. Despite their efforts, the damage was irreversible. Hexum remained on life support for 6 days as his brain function progressively deteriorated. On October 18th, with no hope of recovery, John Eric Hexum was pronounced brain dead. His heart, kidneys, corneas, and skin tissue were donated to save the lives of at least 5 other people. A 36-year-old Las Vegas man received his heart. A critically ill 5-year-old boy and a 43-year-old...
Wait. So they took a nigga's body after he was dead. So he has no say in this shit whatsoever. And they split it around and give it to other people. Like, be so for real. Like, isn't that like dismembering? Isn't that like against the law? Chat, that has to be like dismembering some shit, right? What?
Old grandmother received his kidneys. A 66-year-old man and a young girl received his corneas, and his skin was used to treat a 3.5-year-old boy with third-degree burns. The death was ruled accidental, and his mother later received an out-of-court settlement from 20th Century Fox Television and the production company. The Stingray's Barb. Steve Irwin was 44 years old on September 4th, 2006. Known worldwide as the Crocodile Hunter, the Australian wildlife expert had built a career handling some of the planet's most dangerous creatures. That morning, he was filming a documentary called Ocean's Deadliest, near Port Douglas on Australia's Great Barrier Reef. The weather had turned unfavorable for their planned shoot, so Irwin and his cameraman Justin Lyons decided to gather footage for a different project, a children's program called Bindi the Jungle Girl, named after Irwin's daughter. They spotted a large stingray in chest-deep water and entered the ocean to film it. Stingrays are typically docile creatures, only using their venomous barbed tails when threatened. Irwin approached the ray from behind, positioning himself above the 8-foot-wide animal. The water was slightly murky, limiting visibility as they filmed. What happened next occurred in mere seconds. Without warning, the stingray sensed Irwin above it and reacted defensively. Its tail whipped upward in a lightning-fast motion.
Be so for real! What the fuck? Deadass, you're telling me you got a deadly fucking animal, and instead of like handling that shit with caution, you go and fucking scare it. Oh my god, nigga. What is you doing, man? Is he trying to die? Like, nah. That's so crazy. That's crazy, Steve. That's crazy.
Striking him hundreds of times in the chest. Its tail whipped upward in a lightning-fast motion, striking him hundreds of times in the chest. One of the barbs, measuring approximately 8 inches long and serrated like a steak knife, pierced directly into Irwin's heart. Initially, Irwin believed he had only suffered a punctured lung. "I'm dying," he told his cameraman as they rushed him back to their boat. The serrated barb had created a wound approximately 2 inches wide, but the damage inside was deadly. The barb had penetrated his thoracic wall and pierced his heart, creating a hole that caused massive internal bleeding. The crew pulled Irwin into their inflatable boat and performed CPR continuously for over an hour as they raced toward Low Isles. His crew performed CPR desperately, but the damage to his heart was too severe. By the time they reached Low Isles, where emergency medical services were waiting, Steve Irwin was pronounced dead. The barb had pierced his heart, causing fatal trauma. The Fatal Tumble. Roy Kinnear was 54 years old, a beloved British character actor known for his portly figure and comedic roles. On September 19th, 1988, he was on location in Toledo, Spain, filming The Return of the Musketeers, a sequel to the 1973 adventure film, in which he had also appeared. The production had been plagued with time pressures and cost-cutting measures. Kinnear, playing the servant Planchet, was required to ride a horse for a scene at the Puente de Alcantara above the River Tagus.
There's no way this can go wrong. It's a freaking horse. There's no way this can go wrong. Oh my god. Please do not prove me right, bro. Wait, what? Whatever.
Though not an experienced rider, he had protested against riding the horse due to his lack of experience and serious safety concerns. He requested a stunt double, but since none was available for his part, he was forced to perform the scene himself. He received only one 15-minute practice ride for what would be a challenging sequence even for skilled equestrians. Filming began as cameras rolled on the narrow street. Kinnear sat atop the horse, visibly uncomfortable but determined to perform the scene as required. The animal moved forward at a trot, its hooves clattering loudly on the uneven cobblestones. The Spanish crew had misunderstood the director's instructions about putting sand on the cobblestone street for better grip. Suddenly, as the horse rounded a corner, it lost its footing on the slick surface. The animal stumbled, lurching forward and to the side. Kinnear, unable to maintain his balance, was thrown from the saddle. He fell heavily.
Now, why the fuck would they let this happen to a poor old man? Oh my god. Bro, there's something wrong with these people's crews. Oh my god. Like, that ass, for now, like, Hollywood needs to, like, to be a crew member, you need to have like 5 fucking degrees, because, oh my god, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Why would you put sand on a cobblestone? Be so for real!
onto the hard cobblestone, landing directly on his side. The crew rushed to his aid as he lay in pain, unable to stand. Initially, the injury appeared serious, but not life-threatening. Kinnear was conscious and speaking as he was transported to a hospital in Toledo, then transferred that afternoon to Ruber International Hospital in Madrid. Medical examination revealed a broken pelvis, an exceptionally painful injury that would require surgery. However, he also suffered internal bleeding from the injury. The following day, September 20th, while hospitalized, Kinnear's condition deteriorated. He suffered a massive heart attack brought on by the injuries and internal bleeding. Roy Kinnear died at age 54 in Ruber International Hospital in Madrid. Following his death, Kinnear's family sued the film's production company and director Richard Lester for negligence and wrongful death, receiving a £650,000 settlement in 1991. Director Richard Lester quit filmmaking as a direct result of Kinnear's death. The Final Duel. Tyrone Power was 44 years old, a longtime Hollywood heartthrob known for swashbuckling roles in films like The Mark of Zorro and Captain from Castile. On November 15, 1958, he was in Madrid, Spain, filming the biblical epic Solomon and Sheba, playing King Solomon opposite Gina Lollobrigida. Power had been under significant stress during the production. The filming had been grueling, and he had taken to chain smoking, consuming 3 to 4 packs of cigarettes daily to calm his nerves.
Damn! Like, what the fuck is bro struggling with? God damn. 3 to 4 packs of cigarettes daily, nigga. What? Be so real. Be so real.
Was also concerned about his health, as a routine medical checkup 8 months earlier had given him a serious scare. Power had hereditary heart disease. His own father had died of a heart attack at age 38, collapsing in his 17-year-old son's arms during the making of a film. That day, the shooting schedule included a strenuous sword fighting sequence against George Sanders, who played his brother in the film. The scene required intense physical exertion, lunging, parrying, and executing complex footwork while wearing heavy period costumes. During the filming of the dueling scene with George Sanders, Power suddenly stopped. His face contorted in pain as he dropped his sword and told Sanders he wasn't feeling well. The film's director, King Vidor, immediately called for medical assistance. It quickly became clear that Power was suffering a massive heart attack. The set personnel administered what emergency treatment was available while an ambulance was summoned. Power was transported to a hospital in Madrid, but he died while being transported, or, according to some accounts, was already dead before reaching the hospital.
Damn, bro. He just went out to, like, be in a show, a movie or some shit, and he dies? Be so for real. R.I.P. Powers. R.I.P., dude. You will be missed. By not me, though.
Hospital. The doctor, Juan Olagibel, diagnosed Power's death as fulminant angina pectoris. Tyrone Power was pronounced dead on November 15, 1958, at age 44. He had filmed approximately 75% of his scenes as Solomon. His role was recast with Yul Brynner, who reshot all of Power's scenes, though Power remains visible in some long shots of the completed film. Power's wife, Deborah, was pregnant at the time, and their son, Tyrone Power Jr., was born 2 months after his father's death. The tragic irony. Red Fox was 68 years old on October 11, 1991. Born John Elroy Sanford, he had become famous for his role as Fred Sanford in the 1970s sitcom Sanford and Son, where his character frequently faked heart attacks by clutching his chest and calling out to his deceased wife, "Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey!" After years away from television, Fox was making his comeback on The Royal Family, a new CBS sitcom. The show had premiered on September 18, 1991, just over 3 weeks earlier, to strong ratings. That afternoon, Fox arrived at Paramount Studios in Hollywood for rehearsals, though tensions were mounting on set due to production pressures. Shortly after 4 p.m., the cast was on set, running through scenes. That day, Entertainment Tonight was on set to interview Fox. During a scene where Fox had no lines and was only supposed to walk across the back of a chair, a producer pulled him away from the interview to participate in the rehearsal. According to his co-star Della Reese, Fox became livid when he realized his stand-in could have easily handled the minimal action required. During this heated exchange with the producer, he suddenly fell to the floor. Several cast and crew members initially thought this was Fox improvising comedy, or performing one of his famous pratfalls. Reese called out, but there was no response. Fox remained on the floor. When Reese leaned down to him, she heard him say, "Get my wife," twice. The reality quickly set in. This was not a performance. The show's producer rushed over and found Fox in medical distress. Paramedics arrived and found Fox in cardiac arrest. They had...
Be so for real. I mean, if this actually happened, why would it take them so long? Because, like, if he goes into cardiac arrest, his face, or like he would start going pale or like turning red or some bullshit. So you could just tell he's having a heart like they didn't do any makeup on him, so you can definitely tell that ass, right? Cause like, yeah, you can definitely tell. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. Either they're stupid or I'm crazy, bro. I don't know.
administered CPR as they transported him to Queen of Angels Hollywood Presbyterian Medical Center. At the hospital, Fox remained alive for approximately 4 hours while doctors worked frantically to save him. At 7:45 p.m., approximately 4 hours after collapsing, Red Fox was pronounced dead from a massive heart attack. In a cruel twist of fate, the comedian who had made millions laugh by pretending to have heart attacks had died of the very condition he had so famously mimicked. His last moments were spent being disbelieved because he had performed the scene so.
This may be the last ad you ever see. Because with the free ad block extension from Capital One Shopping, you can say goodbye to ads on sites like YouTube. No more interruptions.
Many times before. His final words, "Get my wife," spoken twice to Della Reese as she knelt beside him, marked the tragic end of a comedic legend whose financial troubles had left him deeply in debt, requiring his friend Eddie Murphy to pay for his funeral. The unrecoverable spin. Art Skull was 53 years old on September 16, 1985. An accomplished aerobatic pilot, he had performed dangerous stunts for more than 30 years. His impressive resume included aerial work for popular films such as The Right Stuff and Blue Thunder. That day, he was flying near Carlsbad, California, capturing background footage for the upcoming film Top Gun. Scholl was piloting his custom-built Pitts S-2A biplane, a nimble aircraft renowned for its aerobatic capabilities. The plane had been specially modified with camera equipment to capture spectacular aerial sequences. The sky was clear, with visibility extending for miles over the Pacific Ocean. Weather conditions were ideal at approximately.
Wait, yo, this whole time, I thought that like they would like I thought that they would like go online and then take some clips from like free people that do that shit. I didn't know they actually do it real like IRL. Like they take a dude, they give him like mad cameras on the screen and thing, and he just like flies through the plane. Like I thought it was just like they go online, take some clips, put them in the video, like in the movie, and that's it, bro. Like that's what I thought the whole time. But damn, I didn't know it was like this.
5:45 p.m., Scholl was being followed by his mechanic Kevin Kammer and stunt pilot Chuck Wentworth in another plane, watching for air traffic as he prepared to perform a flat inverted spin for the cameras. This complex maneuver involves the aircraft rotating horizontally while descending vertically in an upside-down position, an extremely challenging maneuver even for a pilot of Scholl's caliber. The biplane climbed to 4,000 feet before Scholl deliberately entered the inverted spin. From the tracking aircraft, Kammer and Wentworth watched as the Pitts began its inverted spiral down. At 3,000 feet, they heard Scholl's voice over the radio. "I have a problem. Something was wrong." The aircraft continued its relentless rotation toward the ocean surface. At 1,500 feet, Scholl transmitted again. "I have a real problem." His voice was calm but urgent. The biplane continued its uncontrolled descent, spinning faster as it approached the water. At tremendous speed, the aircraft plunged into the Pacific Ocean approximately 5 miles offshore. Kammer and Wentworth, following behind, passed through clouds and arrived at the scene approximately 45 seconds later, but the plane had already vanished. They saw no impact and no signs of Scholl's biplane.
What? How did the plane disappear? What? Where else would it go though? Like, where else would it go? So how does it disappear? It has nowhere else to go. What? Joe, what?
Neither Scholl nor his aircraft surfaced. Coast Guard vessels arrived and found only small pieces of debris floating on the water's surface. The search continued through the night and into the next morning, but at 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, approximately 16 hours after the crash, the search was called off. The plane is believed to have sunk to the ocean floor 900 feet below the surface. Despite the search operation, Art Scholl's body was never recovered from the ocean depths. The National Transportation Safety Board investigated and determined the probable cause was loss of control in flight during aerobatic maneuvering, with contributing factors including intentional stall and spin and failure to correct the descent. Investigators suggested Scholl may have experienced spatial disorientation. However, the exact cause of the unrecoverable spin remains officially unknown. If you want to see more videos like this, click the video.
Be so for real. All right, pizza. Everybody else that died. God damn. But like, the fuck is wrong with the crew? Like, this whole time it's just always been mostly the crew's fault. Like, be so for real. Anyway, but don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Times gang. JordanTimes out. Chat, what the fuck? That's actually crazy, bro. I don't know. People die like that. I just thought, damn. That's feverish, chat. That's feverish. That's freaking feverish. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mm-mm. 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 Wait, what do I do with this now? Wait, chat. I'm still doing something. I need. That's good enough. Okay. Bro. Wait a minute.
Listen, it's called connecting.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, chat. I found the next video. What is up, Jordan Times people? Today we're gonna be reacting to how it feels like to die from every fucking serial killer. Be so for real. Anyways, let's get into it. Da-da-da. Okay.
And it's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore. And it works?
Shut up, dude.
John Wayne.
Okay, I gotta make sure everything was good. 4K. Let's get into it, bitch.
John Wayne Gacy. Imagine that you're a 18-year-old runaway, homeless and desperate for work. A man in his 30s pulls up in his car and introduces himself as John. He's friendly, well-dressed, and owns his own construction business. He offers you a job, $10 an hour, cash, no questions asked. He says you can start tomorrow if you come to his house tonight to discuss details. You're desperate, exhausted, and hungry. You accept. His house is normal,
Be so fucking for real. You're telling me a creepy, weird ass man, maybe he might drive a nice car. Nobody fucking knows. He says, you want to go to my house? Why would you go? Nigga! You got the survival instincts of a fucking bird. Be so for real. Dude. Stupid ass.
suburban, and unremarkable. Inside, John offers you a beer and starts explaining the construction work. He's personable, jokes around, tells you about his community service work. Then he suggests showing you a magic trick. He pulls out a pair of handcuffs and asks if you can escape from them. It seems weird, but harmless. You let him put the handcuffs on your wrists behind your back.
Why? Why? Nigga! A random stranger just asked to put handcuffs on you. You said yes. He's not even a cop. What is you doing, man? Some people just be stupid, I swear, bro.
The click of the cuffs locking is the last normal sound you hear. John's entire demeanor changes in an instant. The friendly contractor vanishes. He forces you to the floor and ties your ankles. You're screaming, but there's no one to hear you. His neighbors are too far away, and he
at that point, you
soundproofs
just
the
deserve
room.
it, bro.
He
You're
places
like,
a rope around your neck,
R.I.P.
tied in a specific knot. Then he starts twisting it with a stick like a tourniquet, slowly cutting off your air supply. You can't breathe, and this torture continues for hours. But then finally, he tightens it one last time and doesn't stop. Your last conscious thought is terror. Your body will be buried in the crawl space beneath his house, along with 28 others.
Damn.
John Wayne Gacy was arrested in December 1978 after the bodies of 4 late victims were found in the Des Plaines River. Police discovered 29 bodies buried beneath his house. His trial began in 1980. He pleaded innocent by reason of insanity. However, the jury convicted him of all 33, and he received the penalty. After all his appeals were denied, he was executed by lethal injection on May 10th, 1994. The Zodiac. You're sitting on a bench at Lake Berryessa in Napa County, California, enjoying a peaceful picnic with your girlfriend on a warm afternoon in 1969. The sun is shining, the water is calm, and you're completely relaxed. But suddenly, your girlfriend grabs your arm and points toward the trees. She tells you that she thinks she saw somebody watching you guys in the woods, and before you can even react, a 6-foot-tall, 250-pound psycho approaches you out of nowhere. He's wearing nothing but dark clothes, sunglasses, and a...
No one is stopping you from fucking leaving. Just leave! Run away! He's not even holding you down. He's like, oh, you're not gonna move. No, nigga! Just leave! Leave, nigga! Like, you're probably faster than this nigga. He's got like so much clothes on. Leave! Damn!
straight-up executioner hoodie with a Zodiac sign at the bottom of it. The hooded man draws a gun and slowly approaches you. Instinctively, you position yourself between him and your girlfriend. But to your absolute surprise, he starts to reason with you. He says that he's an escaped convict from Montana, and that all he needs is your car and money to get to Mexico. Even though you don't really have a choice, you tell him you'll cooperate. He orders both of you to lie face down on the ground. Then he tells your girlfriend to tie you up first. Afterward, he then ties her up in the same way. Without as much as even a second passing, the criminal tears her to shreds right in front of you with a 12-inch carving knife. You scream in horror as you try to break free from your restraints to save her, but your attempt to try to free yourself and charge at him quickly transforms into trying to escape him once you realize he turns his attention towards you. A plunges his weapon into your lower back, then your upper back, then above your ribs, and he doesn't stop. Eventually, as you...
Yo, what kind of psycho is this guy? What the fuck? Yo. So you first killed the dude. No, you first killed his girl. So now he's like dying with heartbreaking bullshit. Like, damn. This nigga evil, bro.
You lie on the ground gasping for air. You watch as the man leaves a note on the side of your car. It'd have a zodiac sign on it with the dates of 3 recent deaths and the words "buy knife" written besides them.
So he's just using it as free fucking clout. Damn. Free clout, nigga. Damn.
This is what happened to Brian Hartnell and his girlfriend Cecilia Ann Shepard. Luckily enough, Brian would survive the encounter, but his girlfriend sadly would pass. Brian would describe the criminal to police officers, but the Zodiac killer would never be caught, and he'd go on to claim anywhere from 5 to 37 more victims, leaving behind cryptic notes like this. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than wild game in the forest, because man is the most dangerous animal of all. The Butcher.
What?
Imagine you're a 4-year-old waiting at a rural train station in Rostov, Soviet Union in 1984. A middle-aged man in glasses approaches you, soft-spoken and grandfatherly. He says he knows a shortcut through the woods to the next town and offers to show you the way. You're running late and he seems harmless, so you follow him. The forest path gets darker and colder, and you...
Yo. Y'all niggas got the fucking survival instincts of a fucking ant, nigga. What the fuck? You deserve to die, bro.
begin to feel uneasy when suddenly he grabs you from behind. His strength is pretty shocking for his mild appearance. Suddenly, throws you to the ground and starts slashing with a knife he pulled from his coat. The attack is nothing short of animalistic. The butcher your hands, chest, mouth, skull, eyes, and face.
Is that Kenjaku, nigga?
Scream, but pain cuts your voice short, leaving only faint, rattling breaths. The attack lasts only minutes, but feels like hours. As you're losing consciousness from blood loss, you see him doing something unspeakable with the knife to your body. Your last sensation is the indescribable horror of understanding what's happening but being too weak to stop it. Andrei Chikatilo murdered at least 50 people between 1978 and 1990. He was eventually identified as the chief suspect of his heinous crimes and arrested. While in court, he was kept in a cage because of his erratic behavior. On one occasion, he pulled down his pants and in front of the court. He was executed.
The fucking Gooner killer, nigga? What? The Gooning killer. Nah, they should name this nigga the Gooning killer. What the fuck?
In a
Yo.
Moscow prison in 1994.
This isn't just any chat, it's ClickUp chat. Sure, you can tag your team,
Alright,
ask
chat.
questions.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Whoa.
Now imagine you're at a bar in Milwaukee on a Saturday night when a blonde man in his late 20s approaches you. He's charming, good-looking, and well-spoken. He introduces himself as Jeff and offers to buy you a drink. He mentions he's a photographer and asks if you'd be interested in making some quick cash by posing for photos at his apartment.
What do you mean by that?
He offers you $50. You're broke, and he seems harmless enough, so you agree. His apartment is at 924 North 25th Street. It's neat and surprisingly clean. He offers you another drink, a strong rum and coke. You take a few sips, and within minutes, you start feeling dizzy and disoriented. Your vision blurs. You try to stand up, but your legs won't work. The room spins. Jeff is still talking, but his voice sounds distant and distorted. You collapse onto the couch. Then you wake up hours later. But something is wrong. You can't move your arms. You're handcuffed to something. Your head is pounding and your mouth tastes like chemicals. Jeff is standing over you now, and his demeanor has completely changed. The friendly photographer is gone. What remains is cold, empty, and calculated. He doesn't yell or threaten. He just tells you calmly what's going to happen. He's going to strangle you until you pass out. And then his freaky ass is going to take advantage of your unconscious body. If you wake up, he'll...
Why, Jeff? Why? Why? What the fuck are you doing? Why has he got his tongue out like that? Nigga weird, bro.
You'll do it again, but eventually you'll stop waking up. Your last conscious thoughts are of panic and confusion as his hands wrap around your throat and the world goes dark for the final time. In the same manner, Jeffrey Dahmer murdered 17 young men and boys between 1978 and 1991. He was arrested in July 1991 after one victim escaped. Harold Shipman. Imagine you're living your bonus years alone in Hyde, Greater Manchester. You've been feeling tired lately and short of breath. You call your family doctor, Dr. Harold Shipman, a respected general practitioner who's been practicing in the area for over 20 years. He makes house calls, which is rare these days, and he's always been so kind and attentive. He arrives at your home within an hour, black medical bag in hand. He takes your blood pressure, listens to your heart, and asks about your symptoms. He tells you it's likely just a circulation issue, nothing to worry about, but he'd like to give you an injection that will help. You trust him completely. He's your doctor. He prepares a syringe from his bag.
See, this one I get, cause like he's a fucking doctor. You're gonna believe this nigga, like that ass. What? But the other ones, you're just strangers, dude. Like, what are you doing?
You barely feel the needle go into your arm. Within seconds, a warm sensation spreads through your body. You feel relaxed, peaceful, almost euphoric.
Why does it look creepy?
Dr. Shipman is asking you questions, but his voice is getting farther away. You're so tired suddenly. Your eyelids are impossibly heavy. You try to respond, but the words won't come. Your breathing slows, your vision narrows to a pinpoint of light, then disappears entirely. You turn in your armchair, peacefully, never knowing your trusted doctor just you with a lethal injection of diamorphine.
Wait a minute, this one's actually good! This one's actually good! Like, that ass a good murderer, that. They're not torturing you, no shit. You know, you're just feeling a little sick, nigga just like gives you an injection, you die peacefully. None of that, like, no blood spilled, you're not feeling pain, no nothing. You just go to sleep, like that ass. That's a fucking good murderer.
Harold Shipman was convicted of 15 patients in 2000, but investigators believe he killed between 215 and 250 people over his career.
Damn.
On January 13th, 2004, he hanged himself in his cell at Wakefield Prison.
The boogeyman.
In 1870, a man named Albert Fish suffered horrific as a child at an orphanage, where he was regularly beaten and
Did he, nigga? Did he? Nah, this nigga definitely has to be a serial killer. Did he, nigga? He got abused by fucking Diddy. Wow. Wow. Damn.
as a result, he exhibited
Tragic.
troubling behaviors that would escalate over the years of his life. Fish would lure him with promises of work, candy, or both. And in 1928, while pretending to be a wealthy man visiting a family's house to hire their son for work, Albert would convince the parents of named Grace to let him take her to a birthday party. He didn't spontaneously do this, however. He was only able to take them after building trust and warmth with the family. And as you could guess, there was no party.
Wait, this nigga's actually crazy. So, nigga finna spend 8 months trying to gain your parents' trust just to kill you. What? At that point, just be a good person. Like, if you're gonna spend 8 fucking months, nigga, just be a good person. Just be a fucking good person. Like, that ass. Like, what? Yo.
He took her to an abandoned house, strangled her, dismembered her body, cooked her, and ate her. 6 years later, Albert would send the family a letter.
Nigga, beef is like $10. Damn.
Saying this: on Sunday, June 3rd, 1928, I called on you and brought you pot cheese with strawberries. We had lunch. Then Grace sat in my lap and gave me a kiss on my cheek. It was at this point that I made up my mind to eat her. The rest of the letter is disgusting, repulsive, and detailed. After reading it, Grace's traumatized parents were able to use it as evidence for officials to track and capture Albert. And after he was arrested, medical examinations revealed that Albert had inserted over 29 needles into his pelvic region and groin area. X-rays showed them embedded deep in his body, many having been there for years. He had hammered them into himself as punishment and as a twisted form of gratification. Sadly, Grace's fate would be the same of over 1 to 400 other children. that Albert Fish did this to.
What?
He was later on by the electric chair in 1936 at 65 years old. He wrote a final statement, but the only person who was able to ever read it was his lawyer, and he refused to release it to the public because he considered it the filthiest thing he had ever read in his life. Majority of people in real life are actually pretty normal, but nonetheless, bad apples still do exist, so always make sure that you're not out at night too late without your friends or family, and also, always let your loved ones know where you are at all times. Oh yeah, and most importantly, carry protection, hit the gym, invest in some pepper spray, a taser, or if you're licensed and old enough, maybe some concealed carry. Anyways, have a happy day.
Yeah, chat, have a happy day. But deadass, chat, that's all that is today. Damn, bro. Carry protection, bitch. Carry protection night. Just know, it was a good day. And JordanTimes out. Deadass, that's weird, bro. Why little kids? Why little girls? Why? What the fuck? Like, we got some weird people in this world, bro. Anyways, we'll get to my music reaction. Where's that music reaction table, bitch? Should be for real. Yeah. What the hell? What the hell? Oh no. Am I looking at it? I don't know. Chat. Today we're gonna be reacting to Lil Uzi Vert's new music video. What are you saying, nigga? That ass. Let's get to it.
Pain won't quit. Bring it. At St. Alphonsus, we see the bigger picture.
Uzi is a fashion.
Okay. I'm seeing a little bit of Zash Mesh Von. Yeah. Uzi looking a little weird, but I don't really mind. We got the beautiful Adriana Lima on the screen. Like let me lick that bitch. Anyway, so it's fine.
Uzi is a fucking movement in culture.
So you know it's gonna be fire.
I don't even know what she said.
Okay. Yo, wait, why Uzi look like fucking Squidward, bro? Nigga looks like buff Squidward. I did not realize that shit. I'm sorry, Mud. I'm sorry. But damn, Uzi looking crazy. Shit. Damn, Uzi hitting that move, nigga. I gotta hit that shit too. Like dead ass. My chair. Fuck. Be so fur. Uzi going crazy, bro. Yeah. That has like this song is so fucking fire. Like I'm listening to this song on fucking repeat. That has like on freaking repeat. Like this is my second time reacting to this, so it's like my real second reaction. That has, but look at that nigga. He looks like buff Squidward. Like look at that nigga. That's buff Squidward right there. Like. Uzi, why'd you do that? Like, why'd you do that? You look perfectly fine normally, like, Uzi.
Okay, I really do what I'm making a day. What they making a life. Is it cause that I'm paid? You trying to stay
Damn, he's dissing y'all niggas, actually. What the fuck? Why he makes in a day is what you make in a fucking life. Be so for real, Uzi. What the fuck? No. Why is he dissing me personally though? Like, I don't even make. What the fuck? Fuck you, Uzi.
You keep rubbing on my face. Maybe feel I'm your type. I guess that we on the same page. Cause I'm just trying to say I really do what I'm making a day. What they making a life. Is it cause that I'm paid? You trying to stay the night. You keep rubbing on my face. Maybe feel I'm your type. I guess that we on the same page.
Fierce. The Uzi woman is fierce, for sure.
Excuse me. Did you There's free water upstairs.
I hear Adriana's walking.
I brought some tissues in case it was emotional.
Mark Jacobs? Let me hit! I gotta stop. But damn, she fine as fuck. Respectfully though, she fine as fuck. Damn! Shawty got that fucking face card at the age of fucking 40, nigga. Damn! Like, she aging like fine fucking wine.
This season, I just feel like Uzi was inspired by Kant.
Oh, I'll be thinking about this one for a while.
Oh wow, Uzi took my breath away. No, seriously, I can't breathe, so call the ambulance.
I would have to say that I'm not a big fan of those shoes.
You know what's crazy? I feel like Prince would be like, he wouldn't even care. That's why he's my inspiration. Like, if he was alive and he saw me this, he would be like, who the fuck is this?
Okay, what's with the glaze? What's with the glaze? What's with the fucking glaze, Uzi? Niggas, I swear. Niggas, I swear. Okay, like, that ass though. Why does Uzi look like that? Like, why does he look like that? Uzi, what you fucking do, man? I mean, yeah, he was looking normal before, but this... Like, the diamond was it, but this, nigga? That's a little too much. That's a little too much, nigga. Like, you look weird. Like, not trying to hate. Respectfully. You look weird, nigga. Not trying to hate, but damn, nigga. Anyways, today's been a good day. Uzi dropped a banger. JordanTimes out. Enter chat. What I make in a day? What I make in a night? Bro, like that. Oh my, that's actually good. Fucking Uzi Vert, nigga. Uzi Vert. Yo, my ears are actually, guys. I know I'm talking to my, wait, chat, you guys, is somebody still here? Dead ass? I thought everybody left. Oh my god, this is so hot. The Uzi Vert, what you saying, Remix? What? Is there another song I can listen to? Hey, where's that K-pop? Okay, chat, like dead ass. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Like, we need more artists to drop more music. Like, dead ass. Like, be for real. But there's no more good music around. I said I'm sorry. Why do you hate me? Hey, oh baby. Good fucking boy, good. But dead ass. I regret to inform you niggas, there's no more music like that ass. Oh my god. So chat, that was it. That was that ass 8. But don't forget, I'll be live again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to do my jump shot ass finishing thing. Yeah. So don't forget to be there. And yeah. Am I so handsome? God damn, a handsome nigga like me. Anyways, JordanTimes out.